Hey, welcome to the Underworld, guys. So we're here for another match of Pokemon TCG and Underworld games. So we are starting with, again, Zach on the right on Raging Bolt. I believe that's Radio again on the left on Gardevoir. So on paper, this is a matchup that Gardevoir is favoured in. Again, is able to leverage those one prizes against a or two prize deck. But what can happen in some cases, again, Radio is starting first if they are unable to get the second Pokemon on board. Raging Bolt is just such a quick deck, so able to get those knockouts early on that if Radio doesn't get a second Pokemon here, this could be a very short game, and that is just the benefit sometimes of playing these sort of fast, simple decks like Raging Bolt, is that you can just get the easy win sometimes. You can just quickly run, and so immediately noting that they get Raging Greninja, and that's Stardom. So that is game. That is very quick. So as we can see, again, just the benefit of playing these very fast decks is that sometimes you can just get an easy win here and there. So that will put Zach onto the top table for the final round. So this was a 4-round week. Normally we only have enough patrons for 3 rounds, but this week it was quite busy. I think we had about 12, maybe 15 people. Quite a busy week this week. Don't know if it's just with sort of school holidays coming to an end. People not on holidays as all the summer coming to an end. I guess not just school holidays. People just able to turn up as much. As we're sort of waiting for Zach, and again, I believe it's Radu, it might not be Radu. I can't see. Radu is a Gardevoir player, so imagine. So it looks like we're going to just play another game, just for the fun of it. You've got 20 minutes at least before the next round, so as well. So and I think because it is just a fun game, they're not going to bother cutting here. Just take this opportunity to just say if anyone has any feedback or sort of any things that I'd like to see from the stream. So I do have to sort of admit I am recording a lot of these voiceovers quite late at night. I was meant to be recording some of it on Sunday to be able to record some of that on Sunday, but wasn't able to record on Sunday, unfortunately, because of my charger is broken at the moment. So I've ordered a new charger. Have managed to get it working, but I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to set fire to the house the way I've managed to sort of fix it up. So basically weren't able to record on Sunday, so I'm recording late on Monday night to be able to get this out, because what we're hoping for this week is to see some Stellar Crown locals, so the new cards legal. Hopefully a couple of players bring in those cards to be able to see them played, and so it does look like Zach is taking their mulligan off of there, and Redu starting, opting to go first again, or no, actually I think they re-rolled again, and so much stronger start, as strong as can be, but I think Zach does have the opportunity to play something like a Pokemon Catcher or Prime Catcher to be able to knock out that one Rolls on board. Again, making Radu, I hope it's Radu, making the Gardevoir player a very unhappy person indeed. And so let's see where this is going. So they're going to Nest Ball, and they're probably going to grab the Squawkabilly EX. Again, an amazing card for early consistency. If you've just got a handful of energy or sort of unplayable cards or very playable cards that you want to sort of burn through very quickly, you just get a fresh hand of 6 and go from there and just sort of get off to the races. So get a couple of energy into the bin, attach to the active and Squawk, and hope you find a Sarda's Fatality to be able to again just get absolutely off to the races here. So it does look like Zach is signing up a Fighting Energy and a grass energy, they have already discarded a lightning energy off their vessel, so all they need is that attachment of that and a Stardust to be able to go, or if they can somehow get this second energy, oh no, they're just going straight for the attachment. Maybe, I think I maybe might have, again, depends on what they're looking for, I think they are searching for as hard as anything, but maybe would have opted to hold the vessel there, maybe hoping that maybe on the off chance that they'll be able to draw into an energy and discard it off the tracking shoes. But again, not necessarily wrong, as you probably are going to score concede this hand in a second anyway, and you don't want the extra vessel unused, want to get the value out of it. So they are eyeing at the prime catcher. Again, this is always right if you are going to score concede, otherwise you just put a massive 2 prize liability on the board. And if you do get a Sardis, you are just going to put Randy on such a back foot because they only have the 1 rolls. Do the draw of Sardis, off the score concedes, 6 cards, trekking shoes, and that is, of the trekking shoes, that is a switch card. So I think you generally want to hold the switch card, as otherwise you can get trapped by a Guardi in the situation, get Ionode low, so having a switch card in deck. But again, looks like they're opting not to, so another concealed cards. And it does look like they have missed the Sada, so that is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But very fortunate for Radu, so again, looks like Radu got some very bad luck game 1, and looks like their luck has turned up a little bit here. And I think they have an Arvin in hand and an energy, so going to be able to improve on from the earlier round and be able to start the turn with 2 Curlier, or start Zach's next turn with 2 Curlier on board. And of course, always happens, you Pokestop, and you immediately get rid of all the supporters that you're looking for. And so, yep, handing it, looks like sending it over. Again, just looks like Ryder's doing a quick price check. Make sure you don't do anything silly, so making sure they've got at least 1 Guard EX, making sure they've got their 1 Charm. Oh. EX, aha, because they have, so they're very confused there for a sec, because I would have thought they would have gotten the Body Woody Coffin, and just gone straight in with getting 2 rolls on the board. But maybe they're prizes, maybe they've priced 2 rolls, and this is their sort of only opportunity. But I don't think they have enough energy in the discard to be able to do anything interesting. Otherwise, your Drifloon would be able to do absolute tons. Oh, I see. I think I quite like this. Oh no, see, there is the other Curlier. I think I do like this. Maybe retreating, just retreating into the Clef Key. Slow down your opponent, make it quite hard for them to do much. Okay, so again, don't know if, yeah, and there's just not got enough energy to be able to retreat. So again, really didn't love this play. I really would have just preferred to have seen a Buddy Woody Coffin, unless much mistaken and all Buddy Coffins were prized. But I think I would have much preferred to have just gotten out. Oh, it looks like again another punished. It looks as if they've just teal danced for 1, and again not been able to get another Sardas, so it looks like, yeah, and then we get going for a Bravery Charm, so we're playing Arvin, and a Bravery Charm, discarding the Bravery Charm with the Urban Vessel, getting 2 energies, probably going to Soaking Embrace to the active, and attach and retreat into that Clef Key, or maybe start applying a little bit of pressure with this Drifloon, but I think it's probably going to be that Clef Key, just disrupt. Again, these as we saw in the finals of the World Championships, these decks are these aggressive decks are very dependent on their basic EX abilities. So if you can shove in a Klefki early on, so they are just going to poke for 10 with Joust. So Joust does 10 and discards any tool cards. So very useful thing. Now behind it, at the top of the deck, they've got the Pokemon Catcher. So there's 2 Pokemon Catcher. So the very least they can get out of this, but there's nothing else in the hand. So again, I think Radu again seems to be in the driver's seat, air quotes. But I think would have just been in a much stronger position if had just prioritised the setup. And so they just go for another Joust. And they're going to retreat into Raging Bolt and probably just Burst Draw. Yeah. And capture. So yeah, they're going to capture up that Guardi EX. And again, Burst Draw. And again, ready, going for another Earth Vessel for more energy, but just doesn't have the Curdy on board. Or was that, did Radu price for Curdy, or is that why? So again, still trying to work out. Probably should have gone back and watched the sort of footage of why I've gone down this route, rather than sort of prioritising setup on the board. And I think we've got 3 energy in this card, so that would be 180 with the Drifloon. Possibly something you can clean up with a Monkey Dory later on. But I think you probably just want to just carry on with jousting at this point. Hope that your opponent hits tails a couple of times. Oh no, it does look like we are going in with Drifloon, going for the 180 damage. But again, without much draw support. Not sure if I love this, and it looks like they have gotten all the cards that they needed. It looked like they were only a couple of cards off getting things like the Sardas. So yeah, so I think if Radu had maybe pushed up the Klefki just the one more turn there, they would have been able to maybe stifle off again, upset that prize race one more, maybe get one more psychic energy in the discard and be able to hit that 240 with the bravery charm. But I think here you're just losing the Drifloon, and I think that was is that a heads? No, it's a tails. It's a 5. But yeah, I think here you're just losing the Drifloon, and you will be able to take the response with the Guardi EX, but it's not really what you want to be doing. Oh, we do have the Screamtail. So Screamtail looks like that will be able to put some work. We'll be able to knock out this active, or if not the active. And maybe what I quite like doing is maybe knocking out that Squawkabilly on the bench if they have 4 energy. And then if this Guardi EX gets knocked out, what they can do is they can knock out the active with the Guardi EX, assuming it's not retreated. Or if the Guardi EX is knocked out, then Screamtail can just finish up this Raging Bolt. And so it really would have been interesting to know what Radu's prizes were, but only in energy and a TM Evo there, so very interested. Okay, looks like Zach starting off the turn with a rescue stretch up, so it looks like they're either debating the Pheasantipity or the energy. Looks like they're prioritising an energy there just to be able to conceal cards. They have gotten another structure, so they can get that Pheasantipity if they want to draw even more. But I think they've got absolutely everything they want. They've got Sada, I believe, tucked away there, so I think they've got everything they want in this hand. I think just counting up maybe how many energy there is. They've got Boss's Orders in hand, and just so much energy on board they are going to be able to knock out. They did go for the lightning energy, and they've attached it to Raging Bolt. Was there two on the active? Was there two on the active? It just looks like there's a fighting, but maybe they're just saying that, would have attached it to the active, and obviously this is just an extra sort of fun game, which doesn't matter too much. So here, again, no Guardi EX, but what this board does allow you to do is maybe boss up something like the Greninja, and taking a knockout on the Raging Bolt on the bench. Hopefully going from there. But again, just nothing else in the hand, nothing else really that strong. Should be able to do much else here, unfortunately. But they will be able to get 2 prizes, and only 1 prize is on the board, so maybe that will be enough to see out the rest of the game. So, again, putting in a couple more pieces for Guardi again. I could only imagine that they prized some pretty serious, some pretty unfortunate prize cards to have chosen this route, because it's just very aggressive and didn't appear to have benefited. And again, no, so they must have had the Courtiers in, at least 2 Courtiers in deck. So again, just not sure why we had gone down this route, because I'm pretty sure they had Narvin early on. They had, I think they had access to 1 Team Evo. I know they took 1 off the prizes, but they're interesting. But again, maybe just the fun, not really thinking it through, just going for it. Or also, these are very long days. It gets quite late. It's probably 9 o'clock at this point. People probably had full days of work or studying there. Yeah, they're just here to play a little fun poke. But yeah, normally a matchup which is favoured, which is highly favoured. Oh, and that's Zach's deck. Only 2 cards left in deck. Wow. And in fact, actually, I think Zach has 3 prizes, so they're going to draw one they're going to draw 1 card next turn, and 1 the next turn. Yeah, so Zach might just end up decking out here if Radu just chooses to Scream for that bench drawing Moon. Not do anything too silly like Scream Tailing. Yeah, no. So they have opted to go for 1 Courtier. So again, I wonder, have they prized a lot? They prized 2 Courtier, 2 Rolts. Sorry, not a Courtier. They prized 2 Rolts. Because I can't see why you wouldn't want to play at least 2 Rolts here, especially with the TM Evo in hand. Why you would opt for the Drifloon. And yeah, but yeah, so again, I think probably Zakiev's is writing on the wall, or maybe that's time called for there. But I think Radu, or the Gardevoir player, I'm not sure if it was Radu actually, was probably able to clutch that out, as Zakiev did only have 2 cards in hand. So I don't think they had an Iono in hand either. So I think it's very much likely that that Zach has lost this one. The Gardevoir player has taken it, but obviously with that donk they are securing themselves into the top table, so I don't think Zach is too sad here. But anyway, we'll see you in the next game for the finals.